everyone, this is Shanna from Mossel Bay Tourism, and I'm here today with Alan and Dee and Winston, of course.
And Winston.
Can you guys tell us a little bit about Winston and the wonderful adventures that you guys have had?
Well, I'm a car fanatic. I had a little kit car a couple of years back that we used to take to car shows in Cape Town. We met a good bunch of friends there who had a Kombi camper, and in one afternoon, and sitting with them chatting, we decided we were going to join them on their camping adventures. And I then sold that little car and found this in a dilapidated state, stripped it down and rebuilt the entire Kombi to what it is now. And this is Winston as you see him.
And how did Winston get his name?
Well, basically, when Alan decided that we were going to spray paint Winston red, my immediate reply was, okay, it's got to be British because I'm English. And then Winston just seemed very British. It just seemed a very British name, so that's how he got his name.
And it suits him very well, I must say.
Awesome.
And where did the passion or love come from for chasing lighthouses?
So that started by accident. Once we had finished building the car, we started going for little weekend jaunts and driving around Cape Town. And we ended up one weekend in Mooley Point, by the Mooley Point Lighthouse, which was this red and white striped lighthouse. And, you know, we stood there and looked at the Kombi and looked at the lighthouse and went, this is awesome. What we should do is we should try and go and find more lighthouses in the nearby vicinity and pose Winston with them, and that was the theory of we're going to go and chase other lighthouses. So that's how we started.
Now, you guys and Winston have been on incredible adventures together. What is your favorite memory?
Oh gosh.
Which was a good camp that we went on. Probably Berg River.
Berg River. I think it was our first camp. That was at Berg River, and it was with friends of ours. They had a white or cream coloured Kombi called Betty.
That's right.
So that was Winston's girlfriend. So that was our first exciting camp, along with our friends, which was really nice. So I think that one for me.
I agree, because they have now immigrated back to the UK. So those were our best lasting memories with
Donna and Brandon
and Betty, their Kombi.
Winston must be heartbroken now, because now he's all alone.
He's looking for a girlfriend, by the way.
We'll keep our eyes out.
Thank you.
So Winston has gone through some serious plastic surgery.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about the restoration process and how she's fully kitted for adventures?
When I bought him, he was a light pale blue, and it had this very old interior, this old wooden finish, and we just couldn't handle that. So the idea was, I spent a couple of weeks doing some R&D on the internet, looking at what could a finished result be, and that's then when we saw the red and white. And then it was a matter of, right, strip all this old wood out, turf it in the bin, get rid of all the rust that was on the car, and then completely respray it, which was done by a spray painter in Cape Town. And then I got in here and I rebuilt and made the cupboards, did all the paneling. I had an upholsterer, very talented upholsterer, who did all our sewing for us on the seats, and everything was color coded. So that was all about the plastic surgery. And then he had a heart transplant by getting this new engine fitted, and that allows us to go on these longer trips.
So what made you decide to come to Mossel Bay, to our lighthouse?
Well, basically about a month ago I came for a photography weekend. First time I'd ever been to Mossel Bay, and I thought it was so pretty and so quaint. And we did quite a few photo shoots here, and the lighthouse interested me, and the zip line also interested me. So obviously we had to come back for that, because I came for that weekend on my own. So I went back and we decided, okay, we haven't been to this lighthouse, and then also as a little treat for me, I could then go on the zip line as well.
Yeah.
Have you got on the zip line
Not
yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Yeah.
It's fun.
We was going to be tomorrow, but I think it's going to be on Saturday instead now. So
Awesome.
fingers crossed it will be Saturday.
So your trip to Mossel Bay has been one of the longest ones that you guys have
Definitely.
done. What would you say was the highlights on the road here? Because it is a stunning road from Cape Town down this way.
So we took the N1 route to Worcester, and then we came through the Winelands area from there past Robertson and that area, and we went through quite a heavy storm, and Winston's got these really slow windscreen wipers, so we had to just slow down because he doesn't go that fast. He's after all 42 years old. But I think the biggest, the most fun was on the side of the road. We had to pull over and stop as we got back onto the N2, and then get a whole lot of footage and photography done as part of this chasing Cape St Blaze Lighthouse by the cameraman that's come with us. So that was quite a good adventure, I must say.
And for me, it's the stunning scenery at the moment. There's still a lot of the canola fields out, so you get the contrasting, the yellow colors, the greens and the browns, and then obviously the dark grey clouds. So for me, the scenery has just been beautiful.
Yeah, it's been stunning coming up. Yeah,
It almost looks like a quilt, like it's so
Yes,
beautiful.
that's
like a
exactly.
patchwork.
See,
Yeah,
that's
patchwork
what he
quilt.
said.
So you guys have visited several lighthouses, 7 if I'm correct.
I think it's 6 or 7.
What would you say makes Mossel Bay's lighthouse unique?
I think the history. We've learned quite a bit of the history of it, especially the underground caves.
Yeah.
And also the fact that we've been able to park so close. I think this is probably the closest to a lighthouse that we've actually been able to park.
And it being the furthest one away, it was always going to be a special one to get to. As I say, we're unsure about the capabilities of our car, but Winston did very well. 400 and something kilometers away, it's a good couple of hours further up the coast from Orgullis, and it's a stunning view. And Cape St Blaze, it's got an awesome name, and then the history that we heard about with these cave paintings and the 27,000-year-old heritage history. So yeah, it's a very special lighthouse.
And you guys have gotten a little taste of Mossel Bay. You a little bit more,
Yes.
but what would you say is the most desirable characteristic of Mossel Bay from what you guys have seen so far?
Got to be the zip line for me.
I mean, the adventureness in you, that's it. You want to just, your hair's on fire all
Yes,
the time.
I want to go now, but it feels very quaint. Obviously, it's by the sea, so it's coastal.
Yeah. It's an
and
amazing point as well
And there's
for this bay.
lots of little things that we don't know about that we do know about through the tourism. So yes.
Yeah.
Alan D. Winston, thank you so much. All the best with your travels, and we hope to see you back in Mossel Bay soon again.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much for your time, and thanks for the interview.